Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss Class 12 Computer Science Sample Paper released by CBSE. The maximum marks for your paper is 35 marks and time allowed is 90 minutes. These are the general instructions. The paper will be divided into three sections, A, B, and C. Section A will be having 25 questions. Out of that, you have to attempt any 20 questions. Section B consists of 24 questions. Out of that, again, you have to attempt any 20 questions. And section C is a case study based question, which you will be having 6 questions. Out of that, you have to attempt any 5 questions. And all the questions will be carrying equal marks. Let's move on to section A. Question number 1. Find the invalid identifier from the following. So you want to find the invalid identifier. What are the naming rules you have to follow while for the identifiers? That is, it can contain numbers, alphabets, and the special character underscore. It can start with an alphabet or an underscore, but it cannot start with a number. Keywords are not allowed, and only the special character allowed is underscore. Also, Python identifiers or the variables are case sensitive. Okay, so among these options A, B, C, D, that is none, address, name, pass. Option D is the correct answer because pass is a keyword. It's a keyword. We have heard none as also a keyword, but you can see the first letter given over here is small letter n. If none is a keyword, what will happen? It will be capital N. First letter will be in capital N. So if it is given so like this way, then this is a keyword that is not valid, but here this one given option A is valid one. Moving on to question number 2, consider a declaration. This is given L. Which of the following represent the data type? From the bracket itself, you can understand that these brackets are for the tuple. Okay, if it is a list, what? It will be of square bracket. If it is a dictionary, it will be of what? It will be in the form of curly braces. And if it is a string, it will be enclosed inside the quotation mark. It can be single quote or double quote. And suppose if there is a variable with multiple items separated by comma and these brackets are not given, by default the data type will be of tuple. By default the data type is a tuple. You will just check out that. For example, A is a variable and it is having values like 10, 20, 30. And if I'm just giving like print of A, you can see how is it giving? It will be giving the output in the form of a tuple. It is returning the value in the form of a tuple. And again, to confirm it, we will just check the type of this variable A with the help of type function print type of A. Okay. And when I run again the program, you can see class tuple. You can see the brackets are not given for this variable with multiple items. So by default, it is taken as tuple. Hope that is clear. Now moving on to question number 3. Given again another tuple question. And what will be the output of the print tup1? Slicing is happening over here. 3:7:2. And this is the slicing. Isn't it? This is the starting index, this is the end index, and this is the step value. Okay, when slicing comes, what? When I have end value means it will be taken only till end -1. So this is that index, this is the value of the tuple. So index will start from 1, 2, then this is 3, 4, and 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So already given that it should start with the third index. So I will take from here. And 7 means I can take only till 7 minus 1, 6. Okay, so sorry, that is third index means what? You have to take it from the fourth one. No? I have marked as wrong from here. This is the third index starting. So third index, what is the value? It is corresponding to 40. Okay, it is the 40. Okay. And after that, next value should be how much to be incremented? +2, because step value is given +2. So 3 + 2, how much? You will get 5. So what is the value in the fifth index? 16. Then if I give like 5 plus 2, it will be 7, but that is not possible because already it is told that we can take only till 6th index. So 40 and 60, since the value, the data is in the form of tuple, it will return the output in the form of a tuple. Suppose if it is given the slicing for a list, it will be returning the output in the form of a list. If it is string, it will be returning in the form of a string. Which of the following option is not correct? Okay, which of the following option is not correct? If we try to read a text file that does not exist, an error occurs. That's true. File not found error will come. If we try to read a text file that does not exist, file gets created. That's wrong. If it is not existing, it will not get created. If we try to write on a text file that does not exist, no error occurs. That's true. Writing time, it will not show any error. If we try to write on a text file that does not exist, the file gets created. That's also true. So answer to this question is option B. Which of the following options can be used to read the first line of a text file, myfile.txt? You want to read the first line. Okay, read means you have a file object, myfile, and you have used the open method to open that text file. And myfile.read. Read means what? It will be reading all the characters. And second option will be like it will be open in the read mode. But by default, even if it is not specified the mode, by default it is opening in the read mode only. And myfile.read of n, what it will be reading? It will be reading that many n bytes, isn't it? So that is also not there. My file equal to open myfile.txt, myfile.readline, and readline is the command for reading the first line. If I have used the read lines, entire lines will be read, but that is not needed. You only want to read the first line. 6.1, assume that the position of the file pointer is at the beginning of the third line. Okay, beginning of the third line in a text file. Which of the following option can be used to read all the remaining lines? Okay, again, you know that read is for the characters. Okay, it's not read n bytes, and read line is for reading that line, like one line. That is, but read lines one by one. We can move on to the read lines is the correct option, appropriate option to read the entire line. So we will go with option D, myfile.readlines. A text file student.txt is stored in the storage device. Identify the correct option out of the following option to open the file in the read mode. If you want to open, the first option is like my file equal to open student.txt rb. That mode is not available. Okay, so that is wrong. Okay, my file equal to open student.txt in W. W stands for write mode. That is also not possible. If I have given like my file equal to open student.txt R mode, that is true. And we'll just check again the option for my file equal to open student.txt. Here the mode is not specified, but if the mode is not specified, by default it will be opening in the read mode. So 3 and 4 that both are correct. So we'll just see both 3 and 4, you have the option C. Return type of an input function is what? Return type of an input function, that is always a string. Which of the following operator cannot be used in string data type? You can use plus as a concatenation operator. Membership operator is also possible with the string data. Star replication operator is also possible, but slash division operator is not possible with the string data type. Consider a tuple. Okay, here it is already given tuple. Identify the statement that will result in an error. Okay, it will be resulting in an error. So when we run like this way, it will immediately result in an error. This might be the mistake, but that option is not given over here. So this I will just remove. This is a mistake, consider. Because with a comma, you cannot give like and all. But if this comma is skipped out, 25 and 30 you can give, but 25 comma and 30 here itself, it will result in an error. So now what is there? Print tuple of tuple 1 of 2. So we will just show you in that code. So what is the data? I'll just give like 10, 15, 25, 30, isn't it? Tuple 1 is equal to 10. Is that 10, 15, 25, 30? 10, 15, 25, and 30. That is what given over there. Okay. Okay. And if I just have to print tuple 1, what will happen? You can see it will result in an error. This is happening an error. But if it is given like a operator like this way, it will not give and result in an error. Okay. But that's not our question. We are having 4 values. We'll just give like that's might be a typing error. So we'll just give like this way. This is the thing. So if I have given like this way, what is happening? Tuple 1 is printed. Then tuple 1 of 2 means what it will be printed. You can see that is printed. Isn't it? If I have given like a minimum value, minimum function is also there, min of tuple 1. If I have asked to print what is happening over here, it will be printing the minimum value of that tuple. If I have given that length, len function I have given, that is length. You can see length of the items or number of items in the tuple is also printed. But suppose if I am trying to change the value in the index 2, that is tup1, tup1 of 2 is equal to some other value. What is the value given here? The same value will just check out equal to 20. Okay, when I given like and print tup1, okay, we just give like variable tup1, what will happen over here? You can see there's an error. It's not supporting. Why? Because you know that the tuples are immutable. That is, value cannot be changed. It's immutable, and the strings are also immutable. The value is already assigned, that cannot be changed. Okay, so for that reason, for that purpose, so what is the answer? Which is identify, which is result in an error. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Which of the following statement is incorrect in the context of binary files? Information is stored in the same format in which information is held in memory. That's true. No character translation takes place. That is also true. That is whatever how where we are storing in the binary format, the same way only it is happening. It is storing in the memory, no character translation. Every line ends with a new line character. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. New line character is with the text file and the CSV file. Pickle module is used for reading and writing. That is also true. You have to import the pickle module for reading and writing the binary file. So here it is asked like incorrect statement with regard to binary file. So that option C is the answer to question number 11. What is the significance of tell method? You're having two methods, isn't it? Tell as well as seek. Seek will be asking you to move from one position to another, isn't it? Seek will allow you to move from one position to another. Yes or no? Seek will change the position of the file handle to the specific position, and tell will be telling the current position of the file pointer. So we'll just read on the option. Tells the path of the file, tells the current position of the file pointer, tells the end position within the file, checks the existence of the file. So tell means what? It will be reading the telling the current position of the file pointer. Which of the following statement is true? Pickling creates an object from a sequence of bytes. That's not true. It's like unpickling. That only unpickling is doing the creating an object from a sequence of bytes. Pickling is used for object serialization. That is true. That is true. Okay. Pickling is used for object serialization. That is false. That is again unpickling is doing. Pickling is used for managing all types of files in Python. No, that's only for the binary files we are using. Okay. So what is the answer? Statement true. Pickling is used for data object serialization. Syntax of seek function in Python is myfile.seek and offset comma reference point. Okay, offset comma reference point where my file is the file object. What is the default value of reference point? Offset means how many to be how many characters has to be moved. Reference point means from where we have to move. We are having which all options? We are having 0, then 1 and 2. So 0 will start for the beginning, isn't it? 0 is the option starting for the beginning of the file, 1 for the current position, and 2 for the end. So by default, it will be starting, reference point will be starting from the end, beginning of the file. So 0 is the reference point by default. Which of the following components are a part of function header? Function header. Okay, 1, 2 components of a function header. For example, if I want to area, I want to calculate, okay, of a rectangle, what you will be passing, you will be passing area, that is def area. You will be passing the values of length and breadth, isn't it? L comma B, isn't it? Normally we used to pass. After that, you will be doing the calculation. After that, return statement is that you will return it, otherwise you will print it. So this thing is called the function area. The function area will be having what all things. This is the name of the function. These are the parameter values or the arguments. So which of the following the function header is having? Function name, that is there. Return statement is not in the header, isn't it? It's not there in the header, but it's in their okay. Parameter list is also there in the function header. So what is the correct answer? Both option, both A and C. Which of the following function header is correct? Okay, again with the function. So def cal si, we are having, these are the functions. So here you can see when the default arguments are there, what we have to do, default argument should be in the extreme most position, okay, in the right side position. Okay, so you can see that if R is here, this P equal to 100 is shifted over here, then this statement will be correct. So this here, this one, you can see this default values in the beginning, but after in between, if it is, but this is this, if this R come up in the front, then this statement is correct. Okay, default value argument should be from the rightmost side. Okay, here also the T is coming here, all the default argument to the left side it is coming, so that is also wrong. Okay, this is also wrong. Here what is happening here, default argument is in the middle, that is also wrong. Here what is happening, all the default arguments are in the to the rightmost side, so this option D is the correct answer. Which of the following is the correct way to call a function? Yeah, my underscore function, that will be the correct method, that is with the function name. This is not correct. Def, that is not correct. Return, that is also not there. Call my function, also not there. Which of the following character act as a default delimiter in a CSV file? CSV stands for what? Comma separated value, and by default it is what? Comma separated value, delimiter is comma. Syntax for opening the student.csv file in write mode is, this is the syntax. And what is the importance of new line? A new line gets added to the file? No. Empty string get appended for the first line? No. Empty string gets appended to all line? No. EOL translation is suppressed. That is true. So when we are adding this new line character, what will be happening? If it is not done, what is that? If a remaining thing will be returning as an empty list. So what it will do, it will, we have added like this way, EOL translation is suppressed. Okay. What is the correct expansion of CSV file? Again, CSV stands for comma separated values. Option B is the correct answer. Which of the following is not a function or method of a CSV file in Python? Okay, you know that reader is a method, writer is a method of CSV file, write row is also a method of CSV file. Another one is writer rows is also there, that's a method of CSV file, but read is not a method of CSV file. So answer to this question is option 21A. Which of the following is the default extension of a Python file? You know that Python is saved with a .py extension. Which of the following symbol is used for single line command? In Python, single line command is hash, and for the multiple line command, it will be enclosed inside the triple quotes. All the statement will be enclosed inside what? Triple quotes. So This is multi-line comment, and single line comment is hash. Which of the following statement open a binary file record.bin in write mode and write the data from a list one on the binary file? You want to write it. Okay. So you want to write, so this is the write method. WB is for writing. Okay. WB is for writing mode. WB plus not needed because you really ask for writing, writing the file. WB plus is writing up and reading mode. AB stands for appending, so that also can be skipped. From this, which one? With open, then file name is open in the writing mode as my file pickle.dump. Okay, then list one comma my file. Okay, so what is that dump function? That is pickle dot dump, that is the data, then the file object, that's the syntax. So option A is the correct answer. Here you can see the my file object came first, that is wrong. My file object should be the second argument. Which of this about the dictionaries is false? The values of the dictionary can be accessed using the keys. That's true. Keys of the dictionaries can be accessed using values. That is false. You cannot access with, the keys with the using values. Dictionaries are in order. That is also true. Dictionaries are mutable. That's true. So answer to this question is option B. Now moving on to section B. What is the output? What is the output of the following code? T is equal to 100, print T into 2. Okay, since you can see one item only, one item means it will be considered as an integer. Integer means it will be like a, you can see it is an integer. So that is only simply like we can say that this is the 100 is the value for this one. So when I say 100 into 2 means what? 200. 100 into 2 means what? 200. You can multiply. It's 100 into 2. What will be the answer? It will be like 200. Okay. We will just see that one. Okay. So what is that given? I'll remove this one. T is equal to only one item given. Okay. Print T into 2. What is given? 200. Why? Because when one item is there, the data type of that particular variable is what? Integer. We'll just check the data type. Print type of T. You can see what is that? Type of T is what? Integer. It's a data type is integer. But suppose one more item is there. What will happen? It will be considered as a tuple. Okay, you can see it will be considered as a tuple. So when tuple is multiplied, what is happening? It will be happening the replication. So what is the answer? Option C is the answer to this question. Suppose content of myfile.txt is what? This is twinkle twinkle little star. This is how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high like a diamond in the sky. What will be the output of the following code? Myfile is equal to open myfile.txt, data equal to myfile.readlines. Print the length of data, my file dot close. My read lines will read the read the lines and store it in the variable data. And when we are asking to get the length of that data, that will return the number of lines. How many lines are there? 1. How many lines are there? 1. You're having 1. This is 2. Second line. This is the third line, and this is the fourth line. What is that? Number of lines is equal to 4. So your output will be option B. Identify the output of the following Python statement. This is the Python statement. It's in the form of nested list, and you will be asking y is equal to x of 1 is to 2. So when I'm saying this is the list, isn't it? So how it is? This is the first one. It's a nested list. This is in the first row data 10.0, okay, and this is what 11.0, and this is 12.0. And second row is what are the data? 13.0, 14.0, and 15.0. Okay, so this is the zeroth index, zeroth row, and this is the first row. And the columns considering this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Okay, so what will happen? You are asking, this stands for the row index of row, and this stands for the index of column. So the first row 1 means what? This is the value. This is the value row 1 here, and in that column 2 means 15. So what is the answer? 15.0. Identify the output of the following Python statement. X equal to 2. Okay, x equal to 2. And what will be happening? Print while x less than 2, what you have to do? Print x end equal to what is happening on to do. Okay, so what we will do? X equal to x plus 1. So initial value is 2. So we're checking 2 less than 9 is 2 less than 9. So what it will do? 2 will be it will enter inside the loop, 2 will be printed, and you will get 2. After that, what? It is end is given, so that will be there. So the next print will be merged with this one. So x is incremented to 1, so x will become 3. Now checking 3 less than 9, that is true. It will again enter and print x. Okay, then x is incremented to 4, 4 is printed. 4 less than 9, 4 is printed. X is incremented to 5, 5 less than 9, 5 is printed. Then 6 less, 5 is incremented to 6, 6 less than 9, 6 is printed. 7 is printed, 7 is less than 9, 8 less than 9, that is also printed. 9 less than 9, loop will not enter inside the, means this will condition will become false, it will come out of the loop. So what all are the values? Option C is the answer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Identify the output of the following Python statements. B is equal to 1 for A in range 1 comma 10 comma 2. So what are the values over here? 1 comma 3 comma 5 and 7 and 9. So that are the values A will be taking up. Okay, A will be taking this many values. These are the values of A. Now, what is that? B is equal to B plus A plus 1 or 2 means what? B is equal to B plus A plus 2. Isn't it? B is equal to B plus A plus 2. So initially B is equal to what? So A is taking what? A is taking the value 1. Okay, initially, so B is equal to 1, we know it's already given over here. So what is the value here? B will take, B will become what? When A is equal to 1, B is equal to what? 1 plus 1 plus 2. That is, B become 4, isn't it? A is equal to 1, B become 4. Now A will take up the value what? A will take up the value 3. Okay, so what is B? B will become, B is equal to 4 plus A is what? 3 plus 2. That is 9. Isn't it? Now A will take up the value 5. So B is equal to how much? 9 plus 5 plus 2. Isn't it? So 7 plus 9 is how much? 7 plus 9 is 16. Now A will take up the value of 7, B is equal to 16 plus 7 plus 2. How much? 16 plus 2, 18. That is 18 plus 2, how much? 25. Now, the A will take the value of 9. So, that is B is equal to 25 plus 9 plus 2. 25 plus 11. That is how much? It is 36. So, answer to the question is how much you are asking to print B. Isn't it? It will come out of the loop asking to print B. What is the final answer of B? Final answer of B is 36. You are having answer option C. Identify the output of the following Python statement. Okay, this is the list. Okay, already what are the values given? This is the list. Okay, and list one dot insert. Insert. Okay, this is the list. Insert means what? Insert function. This is the index position you are going to insert, and this is the data. Okay. Now you want to insert to the third index. So here this is the index 0, index 1, 2, this is 3 and 4. So what will happen to the third index? You want to insert which item? 4. And from the third index onwards, there are certain items that will not get deleted. It will be shifted to the right side. So now your new list will be how much? 10. Now 15. Isn't it? 15. Then 20. Then to the third index, what is that? 4 is inserted. Then 25 is there already. 25 and 30, isn't it? That is for the first insert statement. Now second insert statement, what is happening? To the second index, you want to insert what? You want to insert the item 3. So what is the second index? That is 10, comma, 15. So yeah, second index now 15, then 3. Then remaining items it will be shifted now to the right side. 20, then 4, 25, 30. Okay, and you are asking like list 1 minus 5 minus 5. So backward indexing, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So what is the value? This one. Raghav is trying to write the tuple. Okay, this is the tuple tup1 in a binary file test.bin. Consider the following code written by him. Import pickle module. Tuple1 is there. My file is the object, file object created, and in the write mode it is taken. So for that, how we will using writing? So pickle.dump. Then what we have to give? Pickle.dump. What you will be passing? You will passing the data, that is tuple1. Then after that, what? It's the data, no, tuple1, and after that you have to pass the my file object. So my file object, so my file. And after that you have to close the bracket. So we'll check out. Dump is for writing and reading, isn't it? In the binary file. So in this, which one we are having A and B, I mean that, which is that dump in the bracket tuple1 should be the first argument, my file. So option B is the correct answer. A binary file employee.dat has following data. These are the data given. Okay, now what we have to give? If R of 0, this is the function given. total sum is calculated. If r of 0 is equal to e number, what is that missing line? You have to check out what you have to do. And what is there? When the above mentions function display of 103 will be passing like here 103. You have to give 103 here. Is executed, the output displayed is 1,90,000. Write the appropriate jump statement from the following to obtain the above output. Okay. So E0 is equal to 1003. So 1001 means it will be added what 5,000, 50,000. 1002 means 40,000. So 50,000 plus 40,000 means 90,000 already there, isn't it? Okay. Now, which all of the gem statement available? We don't have in Python that this one gem, and return is also for returning the value from the function. No? So from this break and continue, if I have given like break function, what will happen? If I have given the break function, it will come out of the entire loop, and what will be printed? It will be printed 90,000, isn't it? 90,000 will be printed. But since if I have given like continue, okay, continue, what will happen? If I have given here continue, this will be skipped out. So 30,000 will not be counted. Remaining how much it will be iterating to the next one, isn't it? So 60,000 plus 1 lakh. So to that, this will be added, isn't it? 1 lakh will be added. So it will be like 1,90,000. So what is the answer to this one? Continue. Continue is the gem statement you have to use. What will be the output of the following Python code? So add, you have called the function add 20, 30 and assign to the variable sum. Okay, here is what 20 and here is 30. Okay, what is there? Sum is equal to num plus 1. So sum here, what will happen? 20 plus 30, that is 50 will come. But okay, this sum is inside the loop, inside the function, so that is a local variable. This is outside the function, so both are not same. So when is here, if we here the function is not returning any value. If the function is not returning any value outside the function, what will be printed? By default, it will be printed the none. By default, it will be printed none if you are not returning any value. So what is that? Option D is the correct answer. Now evaluate the following expression and identify the correct answer. So we know that the BODMAS rule. So bracket should be evaluated minus 6 into 5 into 5, then plus exponent means what? 2 raised to 3 means how much? 8 into 4. Isn't it? So 16 minus 30 plus 32. That is 16 plus 2. Isn't it? 16 plus 2, how much? 18. We'll check out the option whether 18 is there. The option C is there. 18. What will be the output of the following code? Okay, you are having print. From here we'll just take my function. 2 times the function is called my function 50, my function. Okay, first time 50 is passed out, so this var1 will be 50, isn't it? This will be 50, var2 will be 200 itself. So first one, var1 is how much? var1 is 50. Isn't it? And var2 is what? 200. var1 is equal to 50 plus 1 equal to 60, it becomes 60, and var2 will become what? var2 200 minus 10, it will become 190. Okay, and return var1 plus var2 means what? 60 plus 90, it will become 250, isn't it? So this will be 250. Second time function is called no argument is passed, so the default value is taken. So 100 and 100 is for var1 and var2 it is 200. 100 plus 10 is given 110 and 200 minus 10 it is 190. So var1 plus var2 means it will be 300. So what is the output? 250, 300. What will be the output of the following code? Value is equal to 50. Display of n, global value is equal to. So here I'm just value is equal to 50. So this is a global value. This is global because outside the function declared global one. So after that, what is happening? Print value. So print value after that. So what is the value right now? 50 and end is given. So that will be printed along with that hash. Now the function is called 20. Now your n become 20. So global value means with this global function I have called. Okay, so that value becomes this global function I have called. That value is equal to 25 means what? Now this one, this what is value initially? Value is a global value that is 50. Okay, inside the function I have used the keyword with the help of keyword global I have called inside, so that what, and we change the value, that global value into 25. So whatever be the happening over here inside the function will be reflected in the outside also. So value is now changed to 25. Okay, so if n modulus 7 is equal to 20, is 20 modulus 7, that is 20 is divided by 7? No. Then it will go to the else part. What is happening? Value is equal to value minus n, that is 25 minus n. What is that? 25 minus n is 5. So anything happening, since this is a global value, change in the global value, anything happening will be reflected outside. So what is that value? Will be printed 5. So 50 hash 5. So option B is the correct answer. What will be the output of the following code? Okay, import random. Okay, list is there with the 4 cities. Y in range of 4. So what is that? 0, 1, 2, and 3, isn't it? These are the values Y will be taking up. Now, X in random dot rand in 1, 3. So what is that? This is the index 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3. Isn't it? 1, 2, 3. 1 to 3 means X can take only this many values. From these 3 cities only X can have the random values. Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. So Delhi is not possible. We'll just check this one so that this can be skipped out. C also can be skipped out. Okay. In this Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, 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 Chennai, Mumbai. So out of that, what has to be done? Print list of X, then end equal to hash. So after every item, hash is there. So hash, 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 hash. But here the hash is missing. So here the hash is missing. So what is the correct answer? Option B is the correct answer. Moving to question number 39. L is the list. Okay, this is the list. What is that? 25. 8, 75, and 12. And change val function is called L is passed as a first item and 4 is there. So this will be the L and this will be the 4. Okay. So the loop I has to be executed 4 times, that is starting from 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Isn't it? L has to, and this will be the value of I. So if M of I means M of 0. M of 0 is what? 25. 25 modulus 5 is equal to 0. That is true. When I is equal to 0, checking if I is equal to 0. Okay, first one we are checking with I equal to 0. Now what is that? If m of I means m of 0 is what? 25 modulus 5 is equal to 0. Is it divisible by 0? It's true. So floor division happens. So it will be happening what? 25 is replaced and it will become 5, isn't it? Now here it is not if is not given, multiple ifs are given. So what is that? All the two condition it has to check. Then if m of 0 modulus 3 is equal to 0, is it m of mod 5 modulus 3? 5 is divisible by 3? No. So this will not happen for I is equal to 0, isn't it? Now I value is becoming what? I become 1. I become now 1. So m of 1 is 8. Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 3? No. So the same value remains over there. Now I become what? I become 2. I will be becoming 2. So m of 2 means what? 75. 75 modulus 5 is equal to 0. That is true. What is you will be getting? Floor division, you will be getting 15, isn't it? Is 15 modulus 3 is true? Yes, 15 is divisible by 3, no? So you will be getting again 5. So both the conditions satisfied there for 75. So here it becomes 5, isn't it? Now again I become 3. I become 3. What is that value? 12, isn't it? m of 3 modulus 5, that is 12 modulus 5. No, 12 modulus 3, that is true. So it will become 4. So what is the answer? I is what? 5, then hash, then 8 hash 5 hash 4 hash. So option B is the correct answer. Suppose the content of my file.txt, this is the txt, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty, this is thing. What is that? You have opened the file and that is the file object is created. My file.read character, you have read and asked to split. Split function will be splitting that value, and here the nothing is given. Based on the spaces, it will be splitting that one into word, isn't it? List of items, isn't it? So these wherever space is there, it will be split into words. So, and it is asked what, and in the form of a list it will be stored. No, it will be asking, that will be stored in the variable record. It is asked like length of record. That means you are asking to count the number of words present in this particular thing because of the split function. So how many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So option C is the answer. Find the output of the following code. Your string is given Python 3.1. R is an empty string. Till the length of the string, what you have to do? If that particular character, we are checking that particular character is uppercase, you have to convert it into lowercase. If it is lowercase, you have to convert it into uppercase. Then what else? If it is a digit, you have to take the previous number, previous character, and none of them is satisfying, you have to do that hash. So here is what, first one is capital, means it will be in the small letter. Y is small, then you have to convert into capital. T is small, you have to convert into capital. H is small, means you have to convert again into capital. O is small, means you have to convert into capital. N is capital, means you have to convert into small. 3 means it's a digit, that means previous character has to be taken, so capital N. So capital N has to be taken. Dot means what? Hash has to come, isn't it? Dot. Then 1 means what? 1 means the previous character, means dot has to come. So we'll check out what is the option. So you don't have that option in your question. So we'll just check out whether it is, what's the issue. Okay, we'll just execute this thing in our spider and see. So this is a question we have seen, this is one. So we'll just run the program. Okay. So you can see this is the output you are getting. Okay. P, we'll just check out with what we have. P, small p. Yeah, correct. Capital Y, correct. Capital T, capital O, N. And our answer is correct, isn't it? So here the answer, this is wrong. The option given is not correct. So this is the correct answer. Okay, please note down. This is the correct answer. So what is that? Correct answer is how much? Small p, capital Y, T, H, O, small n, capital N, hash, dot. See? So that's the answer. Please note down. This is the answer. Now suppose the content, question number 42, suppose the content of myfile.txt is honesty is best policy. What is that? My file, you have opened the file using the open function and file object created. File myfile.read, you are reading the characters, length of and stored in the variable x. You are asking to find the length of x, so number of characters. So we will just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 characters are there in this particular line. Because characters mean that space, dots, everything are counted. Suppose the content of myfile.txt is this one. Culture is the widening of the mind and of the spirit. What will be the output? You have opened the file and the file object created. You are asking to read and store in variable x. And you are asking to explore count, and what is that? You are finding count in the particular file, and that is stored in variable y. So how many times the is appearing? 1 time, 2 time, and 3 times. And also check that the is there in any of the words in between. Sometimes that may also come. So here in this question that is not there. So how many the is there? The is there 3. So option B is the correct answer. What will be the output of the following code? What will be the output? X equal to 3. Okay, and so print x means first it will be printing 3, then space without one space. So my function is called, here it will be coming global x. So this 3 will be coming, and x plus 2 is equal means 3 plus 2 5. So printed 5 will be printed inside the function. Again one space. When this is global is having change, what will happen outside the function also 5 will be printed. So 3 5 5. We'll check out that option 3 5 5, option D. Suppose the content myfile.txt is this one. We want, what will be the output of the following thing? You have opened and file object created. You have called the list means this each character will be separated into separate items of the list. Okay, and stored it as a list in means v list. VC is equal to 0. So each item, that character, it is read and stored in X. So for each one you are checking that each character in this string is checking. What is that? Each one is checking in that X. What is that? File. Yeah, X is the file. No, you are checking that Y in X. Your character by character checking, and in the Y, what is checking in this one? A, E, I, O, U. So this is like checking the vowels, number of vowels. If the vowel is found, A, E, I, O, U, both upper and lower, if it is found, that count is incremented, that is printed. We'll check out how many vowels are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 vowels are there. You can see 7 vowels. See 1, then 2, 3, A, I, O, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Suppose the content, question number 46, suppose the content of myfile.txt is this. Okay, what will be the output? If file is open, you are reading the lines, okay, and store it in the data. For line in data, okay, line in this one, what will happen if line of 0 is T? That means the first letter is capital T. Okay, first letter is capital T. Then you have to increment the line count and print that count. Here, how many lines start with capital T? 2 lines. So what will be the output? Option E. Consider the following directory structure. Suppose the root directory is school, this is school, and the present working directory are the same. Okay. Root directory and the present working directory are the same. What will be the absolute path? Absolute path means you want to get the entire path, okay? Not the current working directory. You want to get the entire path. So what will be the entire path? So from school to academics, so academics to syllabus. So what is that? School to academics, academics to syllabus.jpg. So this is the option B is the correct answer. Question number 48. Assume the content of text file student.txt, my file dot day. This one, open the file. You have read the lines and stored in the variable data underscore read. So what is the data type? You know that this is the function. This will be returning the value in the form of a list. So this will be, what is the data type? It will be list. Question number 49. What will be the output? You have this one. This is the data. And what is the tuple 1? 2 of 1, 2 of 2, 1, 2 of 1 is equal to 3.1 for print tuple 1. So this is the 0th index. This is the 1. And this is the second index, isn't it? Second index, and this is the third index. Second index means it's again another list. So we will take out 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. So this is the second. In the second index itself, how many elements are there? 2 elements. This is the 0th element, and this is the element 1. So 2, 1 means what? This one, isn't it? So this has to be changed to 3.14. Remaining all the data will be same. Okay, remaining all the data will be same. So what is that? 1 is same, 2 is same, 1 again same. This will become to 3.14, 3.14 and 3. So option B is the correct answer. Now coming to section C, this is a case study based question. Okay, case study based question. 6 questions will be there, and you have to attempt any 5 questions. Rohit, a student of class 2, is learning CSV file module in Python. During examination, he has been assigned an incomplete Python code and create a CSV file. Okay, student.csv help in completing the creating desired CSV file. So this is one. So CSV means you want to import CSV, small letter CSV. File, how we have to open? File.student, that in the single quote, you have to keep open it. And what is that? We have to specify the mode also. We have to, since it is not specified, what you have to do? You have to open it in the writing mode, isn't it? W mode. So first one is what? Identify the suitable code for the statement 1. So first one is import CSV. So CSV means what? It's a small letter C, SV, option C. Then second statement is what? You want opening the file. What you want to open? Student, and in the writing mode. Why the writing mode? Nothing specified. So it will be opening in the writing mode. So it will, quotation marks are needed. That's a must. So option B is the correct answer. 51. Now, choose a function name with the argument shown the blank space of the line marked as statement 3. So what is that? Statement 3 means what? Student.csv, right? No, you want the writer. You're writing, so writer. And what you are writing, that file object writer, then fh, isn't it? So that fh, writer, fh. So writer fh, option C is the correct answer. Now, what is option? Statement 4. What is statement 4? You have this one data. You want to append the header. Data is empty list. Then header, this one you are appending the header. Then you are executing, asking the 5 data to be inputted, and rect is equal to what is data you have to pass, isn't it? So you have to pass that data as a list. So roll number, name, class, section, but you need the data, so no need of quotation marks. We want to get the value stored in that particular variable. No? Then what happened? Statement 4 is then data dot append means what? Data dot append of what you want to append. This data you have to append. No? So rect has to be appended, isn't it? So we will check out whether rect. So option C, rect is there. So rect has to be appended. Now at the last, what we have to do? We have to student dot writer. So we will come out of the data, isn't it? So we want to print it. We want to take out. So what will happen? When we are getting, it will be each record, each row will be in the form of a nested list. It will be appended, it will be stored. And you can see this statement 6 is outside the for loop, means the entire data has to be displayed. Yes or no? Entire data has to be displayed. So what we have to do? Write rows. To get the full data, write rows has to be needed. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. Stay safe, stay happy, and we will come with another paper soon. Till then, bye.